Transitions, Tough Choices, and Happiness. So this book is for everyone. It's especially useful for people when they're experiencing transitions or life changes like graduation from high school or college, birth of a child, retirement, or empty nesting, death, divorce, or other psychological trauma, marriage, bar or bat mitzvah, job loss or career change, a monumental birthday like 18, 21, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100. There's nothing better than a big, juicy, life-changing event to force you to stop and really consider your happiness. Sometimes the event itself might make you happy, for example, the birth of a child or graduation from college, but the changing circumstances surrounding that event might be uncomfortable. What am I going to do now? What choices, reactions, or changes must I make in my life so that I can be happy? How do I make a choice that I will not soon regret? Sometimes the event is traumatic and really hurts us psychologically, emotionally, or even physically. At those times, we may wonder, how do I get through this circumstance? How can I defeat the pain of this event? How do I reclaim my happiness despite this change? How do I adjust so that I can lead the life I want to lead? These considerations usually call from deep within our essence and don't simply go away with time. If we don't pay attention to the choices we make at these critical times, we can end up living a life that doesn't yield very much happiness. These are moments when we must really wrestle with the notion of happiness and ponder what causes it to flourish in our lives. If you have this book, you or someone who cares about you has an interest in your happiness as you encounter a transition in life. Happiness isn't our favorite word. We prefer fulfillment, and we'll explain why later. But let's use happiness for now. Happiness is generally considered a good thing. Every living being, at some level, wants to be happy, and it isn't hard to argue that every person deserves to be happy. Yet, figuring out how to be happy while life throws pots, pans, pirates, and piranha at us is one of the most difficult things to achieve in life. We believe that we've discovered the reason that happiness is often temporary instead of persistent in our lives, and why certain life changes can knock us far afield of our happiness. If you read on, we'll show you how you can have something more permanent and powerful than happiness, and something that can guide you through any crisis or life-changing event. By observing reactions, our own, our families, our friends, and our peers, to life-changing events, we collected enough insight to make a tool to guide us toward happiness when faced with challenging life transitions. The tool will not require you to take a pilgrimage, change your religion, or pay for expensive therapy or course materials. We'll show you practical ways of organizing the endless possibilities of life, show you how to match those possibilities to the wealth of knowledge already inside you, and how to turn all that into a personal plan for fulfillment. Most importantly, we'll show you how to use that plan to navigate inevitable, wanted and unwanted changes during your lifetime. So, first and foremost, let's take a moment to understand what science tells us about the importance of happiness to human beings. Because if happiness isn't real, or if it's not important to human health or life outcomes, then why even bother, right? Then we'll outline exactly how you can cultivate happiness in your life, and why it's important to do that in a deliberate manner. Next, we'll show you what to do when